What's good, people? How you been? I know it's been a long time coming, man. I kind of been on and off here, easy deasy, but I did upload a video yesterday, so give me a little applaud on my cap. Give me a little applaud on the back of my captain and back. Wait, what? What are you talking about? All right, first things first. Listen, we just got our ass kicked by Freya. I thought in total shock. The adrenaline just was rushing. I couldn't even fucking pay attention because I just was like, holy shit. But however, she's kind of somewhat trying to compromise with us. We believe if she's working with us, trying to build up alliance, then somehow, some way, will she forgive us, or will she continue to use us like a fucking twig and then snap her fucking neck with some wicked magic? Possibly, we're going to possibly make her stronger. I don't know what we're going to do in this episode, but listen, stay tuned. I appreciate you guys for tuning in once and for all. I love you guys, alright? Listen, if you're new to this channel, please check out my first part 1, Surviving Fimbulwinter. Just so you up to date with everything that's going on, so when I'm talking, it's just not like I'm talking out my ass and you're just completely confused about the context of the words that's coming out of my mouth. You understand? But I'm gonna stop talking for a little bit. I'm gonna let you guys look at the plot, read some of what are the captions, then I'll recap before we get into some of this action. But this is crazy.
Still needed help to break them. This one is held strong.
So all that trying to kill him, that's just your goddessy way of asking for help?
I don't recall asking you to come along.
It's 'cause you didn't. I got an old drinking buddy I've been meaning to look up once this joint were back on the map. Got a hunch lending you mokes a hand's gonna end me up where I'm going.
And what makes you think that?
'Cause last I heard tell, she was running with that beefwit brother of yours.
Freya is not a part of this.
Well, my hunch says otherwise. Scrote, too.
Isn't that hilarious? Don't those words sound so much similar, like Freya and then Freya? Excuse me, I believe Freya is her brother. Her brother could be hitting into this realm as we travel through this place. Look at this. This is another beautiful, amazing forest. Kind of look more Avatar-y, similar to how we just was rocking out with Atreus back then when we were in Jotunheim with Angrboda, I believe her name was. But here we are, just starting the path of the reckoning, part 1. Let's see what type of wicked, wild nature and magic this will take us through. Brock is hilarious. There he was trying to basically state, I don't know, was he being sarcastic about her or what, but he pretty much was stating, hey, if you needed the help, you needed the handout, you could have just said it instead of just trying to kick our ass and attempt to kill us over and over and over again, but be hesitant about it. We were more so hesitant too because within, you know, foreshadowing, we pretty much seen that there could be some type of alliance there because everybody should just come together and stop this dude Odin. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I understand what are we fighting for, but the ultimate goal here should be the main focus. Then I feel like everybody should work on their personal self reasons within their own, you know, each character. They might have a different agreement towards obviously the legacy or the what you call destiny or faith towards something, but working together will be way better than everybody just slicing each other's throats out of here.
Seems I don't have much choice. Come on, then.
You had a way around Odin's curse this whole time?
No. I discovered it once you unlocked realm travel, and it solves very little. This form is extremely limiting.
That's Fimbulwinter for not.
Watch where you're going. The plants are extra aggressive in this humidity.
Jeez Louise, we're walking across these plants that look like freaking Pimple Buster. Dr. Pimple Buster just jumps out with all this bunch of gooey poisonous things. Poisonous substance. I really don't like fighting the poisonous enemies. It just seems like their damage lingers onto Kratos way longer than even fighting a fire, if there was say, or if I was a fire. Freya,
do you really think she'll let us off the hook if you help
on the other hand, she was able to turn in some type of form. This form is ultimately protecting her from what is told to us that's a spell placed here by Odin that is limiting her ability to travel between each realm. This is why we were discussing way back then.
That's
She
one
was
way of looking
ultimately
at it.
trapped in Asgard and couldn't move, couldn't go anywhere.
Got something for you! Hey! Calling all pecker drills! Woo! Well, don't that get the old juices flowing? Forgot how much I like scavengers.
Where has everyone gone, I wonder?
They must have withdrawn, hidden themselves out in the wilds and covered their tracks with magic. No way of knowing how many are left or how to reach them.
Aesir ran cockshot all over this place, huh?
You can thank Mimir for that.
War with the Vanir was never my idea. My idea was brokering the marriage to
And
end it.
ladies and gentlemen, sorry to interrupt, but let's not think for a split second that Mimir is actually just this innocent head that's just rocking on her waistband this entire time on her right ass cheek. You know, he's probably smelling fart and gases and all types of stuff throughout this whole journey. However, he started somewhat of a little mix-up of his own. You know, he came in between different marriages, came into between certain beliefs. He caused a whole war inside this place, which has kind of changed the reality of a bunch of things that have been here since Freya was here. And I believe this is almost like her hometown. This is like basically where she grew up at. This is all she knows. This is her magic land. And if you notice while we're going through the place, this environment or arena or whatever you want to call it, these bubble gutly ass plants, they're only attacking me. They're not attacking, they don't attack those who are, I guess, citizens of their realm, if that makes any sense. But they're not messing with me as we fight these cotton candy looking behind these wolves or whatever they was. Look like they just got bored and just added some freaking color behind them and said we're gonna give them a porcupine tail and a porcupine head, and we're just gonna call them whatever we call them. But they're not too much of an annoyance. They're pretty easy to defeat. They kind of blend in and really go with the color scheme of this realm, so I kind of see why it's implemented into this type of environment. But I'm tired of like the four-legged figures. And then we also had to bust some fucking teenage ninja turtles who are all in green couple minutes ago back there. They're pretty annoying too. Look at this gassy magic. Just magical things. I just want to know, is there armor? It might be an armor out there where these plants or whatever can't really affect our health or even do anything to us, because really they're a little annoyance to me. Here we go, a chest. All right, I'm going to skip past this chest a little bit because yeah, I'm not sure where my brain was at this time, but y'all know the routine, man. I apologize ahead of time. And perfect, we discover another apple that look like Adam and Eve only should be holding this thing. But however, we collect enough of these apples, we can maximize the bar of our health. As you notice in the bottom left, it grows up and increase in volume as we discover more of those type of chests. That's pretty cool and unique to keep in mind, because as we go throughout this and face certain challenges, I'm pretty sure health might become a major factor. I haven't even used what you call it, a resurrection stone yet too much. Here we have freaking another wolf. They seem pretty fast. They kind of is dipping in and out from when I either throw my axe or try to use my blades. They're better to probably destroy up in the corner and fight them with bare hands. As you know, that's the favorite type of style I like to play with in order to unlock that critical hit. You know what I'm talking about? Press that R3 button and just TKO these motherfuckers in the heart. Or we should have Atreus out here and have him transfer into a wolf and have him learn the build work. But unfortunately, we're separated at this time. However, and then if you guys notice, my voice quality is a little bit higher than my last video. The reason for that is for some strange reason. I don't know if it's the design of things or how this audio system works. Sorry, it's Thomas the Train in my background again. But however, it sounds way better, so I figured I'll go over, like quality over quantity, somewhat of a sense. I will still be doing live commentary with certain quests and paths. I guess it just depends on the way that I feel about going about it. Sometimes when I'm coming off work and I hop on here and I'm just recording myself, and if my voice is just bland, kind of dull, you guys wouldn't like that. We did discover a new little attribute there. Instead of hitting our rage and instead of just doing damage, it can increase our health. If you guys want to notice what is actually bringing about that realm shift, I believe it's a waistband. I gotta get the name of it, but it's a waistband set of armor. And if you read like in the descriptions on the top right, how it comes in a little slide, it says if you evade anything at the last minute, it activates a little small shift to realm shift. Realm shift is super important in this game. I don't know. I just like it. I just feel like it's such an advantage where enemies are going slow and you're at full speed.
All yours.
Then Brock is kind of going through this place as if I don't want to make a another weird assumption, but y'all know that's what I do. I'm the king of foreshadowing a little bit. However, Brock and Sindri as well, going through certain realms and just certain things that they say or mention, it's like they've been here. And if he been here before, this little blue ass, he remind me of like the blue men that bling on the drums. You ever heard of the blue men? Of course, this is like this perfect environment for Brock to get eaten up by some type of vine or some type of giant or just about anything in this world.
Quiet.
Now, what do we have here? Oh, One Eye, send another god to do his dirty work. Thor too busy?
We do not serve Odin.
No? Picked a dangerous place for sightseeing, then. All right.
No. No need for threats, brother.
Oh, I know that voice. You know, I'd cut off your head, but it seems somebody beat me to it.
Aye. Oh, quite observant, brother.
Oh, no, you're no brother of mine. You sold my sister to that prick.
We broke it a piece.
Oh! Did you now? Where is it? And where is my sister? Some dungeon in Asgard? She even alive? Answer me. I guess we'll settle for blood.
Stop!
What is that? Why do you speak in her voice?
It's me, Ingvi. There's no time to explain, just listen. These men are in my service. I'm here to reclaim what's been taken from me.
It's too late. You can't undo what's been done.
I can. I will. Now let them pass.
So, you serve my sister. Oh. Don't we all? Put him down.
What's with leaving me hanging like that, you crusty hag?
Oh, Dan, it
Wow, so there goes back to my point where I feel as though Nameer is just, he's not as innocent as we all keep projecting. Like, I feel as though his whole intentions of trying to help us is to undo the wrongdoing that he finally seeked, the outcome of it, while just literally being bound to that tree. He might have just been looking and stowing upon every type of realm and was like, damn, I really made some mistakes here and I wish I could really change it, but I can't. And then boom, here come Kratos, and he was like, wow, this is my perfect opportunity to help him do so. Because the way that Freya was trying to explain it to you know, us or Kratos or whoever, is that he sold her to Odin.
His name is Kratos, and no, the Aesir and Vanaheim.
Yeah, we've been occupied since... I lost count.
What is your plan?
Still kind of working on it.
Brother, I think I could be of use here. If my counsel is welcome.
Well, I'll take what I can get.
Your mission will go considerably smoother without me in the mix. Come back for me when you're done.
Hey, Kratos. As long as you're working for my sister, careful you don't screw up. She's not too big on forgiveness.
Bit late for that one, I'm afraid. All right, let's see what we've got here. Tell me about your army.
Oh, you're looking at it.
What, you five? Against Odin's army?
Well, 6 if you count the dog.
Now that the distractions are out of the way,
I have words if you would hear them.
speak then.
This anger you feel for your brother, I know it well.
You have a brother?
His name was Deimos. When we were boys, he was taken by 2 gods obsessed with prophecy. The gods of my homeland seldom left survivors, so by the time I learned he had lived, it was too late for amends. His anger poisoned him against me. But I never stopped loving my brother.
You think my anger is irrational? You've known Freya for mere moments, and already you're taking his side? I
am not taking his...
No. You're just sharing your thoughts on a subject you know nothing about.
Freya is in that type of stage where she's ultra, like, super sensitive to any type of input or even like outcome within her own emotions, if that make any sense. This is like a god with magic that's a witch that can turn into a bird that is possibly on the worst period of her fucking life, because we cannot express anything to her without feeling she has like a us versus them theory going on in here. Like her shit is really messed up right now, and I hope whatever we're doing, it helps. It helps. Because, I mean, if we gotta kill her ultimately, that just sucks. And look at these ancients. We remember these rock boys before, man. They just shoot freaking rocks at you on layers all day, and all we have to do is keep pickaxing their chests. I want to know, I wish they gave some type of uniqueness to it, or something like that. And then, you know what's crazy? I feel like I quoted it myself before previously on the last episode, but a lot of these enemies are going through a time of nostalgia. They're going back in the day, and maybe they're hiding here as well because they're hiding away from Odin. And possibly we can find more giants here once we bring Atreus, because if you guys been staying along and staying focused, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, go backwards and check out the other videos. However, with these orbs that kind of been looking like earths or marbles that been holding the souls of the so-called giants, they could have hidden themselves here. Why am I making that assumption? Because it's so many things that was in Asgard last time that ran away that we don't know where it's at, but it's here. So can we make that conjunction that the things that were hitting, such as the giants, could be found here as well? Who knows? Who knows? But we're soon to find that out absolutely shortly here, hopefully. We just got a chaos flame. We can upgrade our flame. We need to upgrade that flame. Actually, we need to upgrade a whole lot of different type of equipment. I don't know if you noticed, but this year we got to wear, I don't know, maybe it's me. I feel like it's kind of hard navigating through the armor and everything. I just feel like last time or last game, it just was a little bit more to comprehend.
I don't need to hear about your mistakes. I've made enough of my own. Thanks. Everyone is so eager to advise me, as if any of you know me or what I need. The biggest loss in my life is due to you saving me when I specifically told you not to. Well, it was my family, my mess. I know Baldur wasn't perfect, but he was mine.
I know.
You know? You think you can even begin to understand the pain of losing a child?
Yes, I do. Her name was Calliope.
Calliope. What happened?
It was long ago.
Never mind.
So believe it or not, to wrap all that up in one fucking bunch, Kratos and Freya isn't really too much different. I mean, they lost. Well, Kratos would if Kratos knew who killed Atreus and was working with him, that wouldn't be possible. So I take somewhat of that back. But as far as the storyline of what they went through from having a child that they lost and then having a sibling or such as a brother that they kind of started beef with and had an issue with, and while I'm explaining this to her, she really think I'm just trying to get on her good side when I'm really trying to relate to her and help her understand that you kind of don't want to live with that guilt forever, especially while your brother is currently living and you can actually do something about it. So while you have that time now, he's trying to tell her like, hey, you should, take advantage of it and maybe forgive him. I'm not trying to take his side, but it happens within love, peace, and war amongst these gods.
Serves the Aesir right. These are formidable creatures, very territorial too. Good luck. We need to get to that watchtower. We'll have to go through the valley, this way.
I know your son's story. You should know my daughter's. In the service of a cruel god, I was tricked into destroying a village, not knowing my own wife and child were there until their blood stained my hands. I swore revenge.
That's... I can't imagine.
I paid back their blood 1,000 times and burned Olympus to the ground. Yet, the guilt remained. Perhaps you will kill me, Freya, but it will bring you no peace.
Perhaps it is not peace I seek. All those times I found you, why'd you refuse to fight me?
Every outcome would mean defeat.
What does that mean?
I have never wished you harm, Freya. You helped us. You saved Atreus when he was sick. I did not wish to live with killing you, any more than I wished to die.
I see. You hear that? Noken! And so close to the village! Their song makes their allies invulnerable. They will not let you pass.
Man, oh man, when I heard that from a distance at first, I thought some type of curse was going on. I don't know, it sounded like a bunch of like weird alien people just close together, just saying some type of ritual in order to make others strong. Far as my understanding, these people that looks like green eggs and ham, somehow they can either replenish the other enemy health as long as they're connected by this green string and this freaking wicked chant that's going on over and over. That kind of stuck in the back of my head after playing this, actually. Like, I went to work and everything, and I'm just like, yo, I don't know why this one scene here just reminded me of everything. And they look like, what is it, almost like one of these enemies from Captain Jack. I can't remember. I wish, and someday I will. When I'm doing these commentaries, I will be doing the pop-ups, like, so people can catch my analogies, because I feel as though if you don't know or you don't have that visualization of what's going on in my head, and I can't present it to you at the fullest capacity, you're not going to understand. And I want you guys to get that full understanding, not only for like a comprehensive notion, but for more like an entertainment thing too. Like certain people or certain content creators, while they're doing these voiceovers, it draws the audience in where they can connect with them on multiple scales rather than just game. So yeah, that's pretty my its and buts about that. But we'll get back more into that in the future. Still, yeah, definitely be tuned for that. It's going to work its way out some way, somehow. So as we travel through here, man, we're still picking up some hack silver. I still have not been able to look at the map and fully analyze what type of gear and devices, what I mean by gear and devices, by talismans, rune attacks, certain shield and armor that I might be missing from the gameplay. What I am figuring out what I might do is, for you guys who want to stay tuned, I might just go live and do not necessarily the quest, but do favors and just do a bunch of bonus things or side quests that has nothing to do with the main mission. So then therefore, if those who can attend the, I guess, live ceremony or live episodes, they're not actually missing anything. And another thing I might do, I might actually save them up on my channel for some strange reason. Once I go live, I do have a habit of just deleting it right after. I don't know, I just feel like it's just extra video space of time. Who wants to, it's bad enough these video gameplays. So shout out to you guys, I appreciate you guys. If you still hanging on and watching with me along this freaking quest, I applaud you and I appreciate your time absolutely, like 1,000%, regardless if it's 5 seconds, 1 minute, 2 seconds, or whatever. But these videos are like an hour long, and I'll be preaching for you guys to just, you know, check it out and then come back and watch something else. Continue to do some chores for mama, or run around, do some work. Check it out on your lunch break. Come home, grab that Chipotle or that Qdoba, or maybe some Chick-fil-A, and hop right back in and watch Captain Scarface slay these motherfuckers and attend this God of War. I'm really trying to use the advantage of jumping off the cliff and hitting these people, but it wasn't as effective as when one enemy is down there. I feel as though when it's multiple enemies, I don't know if it's the aim assist or whatever you might call it, the hitbox on these enemies, but for some reason when I jump down, he kind of gets confused and just hits the first thing that's in front of him, whether that's not an enemy or just regular plain air, but it's okay. Then we got this rhino dude. He just set it up in this armor, and he got these freaking, he's Captain Hooker arms. He's the perfect enemy of a captain boat. He belongs on a boat. Just look at him. I mean, just look at him. Tell me he don't remind you of like some piracy or not piracy, but a pirate ship or something like that. Piracy. We over here taking it back to long wire days. Hit him up with the Luke of the Flame, and we're gonna finish this one off too. There, that was the only time probably our jumping off the ledge attack was correct. I feel like it's definitely more effective when one enemy is in that proximity and not multiple enemies. With multiple enemies, it's really not effective. It seems a little bit confusing once you actually try to do the animation, and that's just my opinion. I mean, you guys can let me know, whoever is on this journey too with me, not only watching but playing themselves, let me know how you just feel as though about the animation. Am I only one? Do I got some bias here, or you guys actually experience the same thing?
Alone, over food for wolves. That is how Spartans are made.
These plants behave similarly to the scorn poles we found in the foothills of Midgard ages ago. Well, considering how Spartans are made, it's no wonder you turned out as you did. Your fate was sealed from the start.
Fate can be overcome.
I used to think so. When the Norns told me of my son's fate, I thought I could change it. You know well how that worked out. These plants behave similarly to the scorn poles we found in the foothills of Midgard ages ago. Well, considering how Spartans are made, it's no wonder you turned out as you did. Your fate was sealed from the start.
Fate can be overcome.
I used to think so. When the Norns told me of my son's fate, I thought I could change it. You know well how that worked out.
The Norns. The fates of these lands.
That's right.
Quick question. Since this come across this gameplay a lot, and not necessarily, I guess the context of the story, how do you guys feel about like fate and so what destiny or destination? Do you really feel as though like certain things in life are just meant to be and inevitable to change regardless of what steps or what role you take to alternate that? I don't know. It's just highly interesting because you can just not only within yourself, but you can reflect on other people's lives as well. You say, hey, if this never happened, then this might have happened, and if I could go back and do this, then this might have changed. But is that necessarily changing the fate of something or the outcome of how something ultimately would have turned out? Do we have the power within ourselves to change that? You know, it's just deep. It's just deep because I want to know. There's a lot of things we might even reflect on and go back and say, hey, if I knew this when I was younger, or you know how people say the generic things, if I was younger and I knew this way back then, a lot would be different now, and yada 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 yada, kuma matata. So every little thing is going to be all right. Okay, so as we walking through here, I believe we're getting close to whatever Freya might need. Throughout the end here, I'm gonna stop talking that much. Like I said, I like you guys to somewhat enjoy the plot of the game and just fully understand what's going on. If you're new to this channel, man, please leave a like, subscribe, look out for more, man. Leave your PSN down. I don't know, Activision account. I say this all a lot, and I sound like I'm starting to get like a robotic and keep repeating myself, but this ain't really for the old comers. This is for the newcomers. This is for the ones who might have just clicked on my video and just seen it down there randomly. Listen, I appreciate you, but listen, check your boy videos out, man. I love you guys. Listen, we got at least like a couple more minutes to this episode. We're gonna try to merge the reckoning all into one episode. However, it might leach out and go over to an hour, so it might have to be a part 1.23, you know, type of propaganda here, but we're gonna get it done. We're faced with another puzzle that I'm gonna have to fast forward, unfortunately, and then get back to business. Only reason for that, because you know when your boy Cat is figuring out these damn puzzles, he struggles a lot. He struggles like you never seen before. He will go up, he will go backwards, he will go around and around town until he can figure it out while he's look at this. I mean, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do, but the objective here is to get the vines, get the blue vines. We worrying about how to figure out a chest. I mean, I don't know, common sense ain't so common. I guess for me that's the case.
All right, now back to the task at hand. That's one of
what would be your interpretation of what he just said? I don't even know. I can't pronounce it. Like I said, I will butcher a whole bunch of things over and over again. But he's definitely saying about something about Asgard, or the king of Asgard, or the armor and power of Asgard. I'm just completely making an assumption here. He's definitely just saying something. Maybe I am the king and knight who may roar all over Asgard and eat your ass. Maybe that's what he said. I really don't know. But enemies like this, I be thinking maybe if you attack them with my blades, which I don't know why. Oh, I did think. I was like, maybe burn damage would be way more effective on someone like him because of that armor. You know, that armor and the metal and titanium and heat, maybe heat up, almost like the pilot of the freaking pot when you're frying some damn when you're just frying anything you want to fry. I don't know. That's all over the place. However, we rocking this new shield. I don't know if you guys noticed. I like it a little bit. It's more of it on the defensive side. It don't really have no risk or anything like that. It just says, hey, listen, this is a bigger shield than before. I think the plus on it only is that it updates your defense, I believe, by plus 10 or plus 15, somewhere around that nature. And I think once you collect with a successful parry, it helps pull down your rune attack, which is a great idea too. My guy kind of bugged into the wall a little bit with this animation, but that's okay. We're gonna forgive God of War. We got his damn own axe through his throat. That shit was just fire. We just freaking murked him easily. It's a synonymous with death. It said there's no surface. I couldn't even read that fast enough. Something about there's no surface of death. I don't know. We picked up this little elements. Hopefully, once we get back to Cinder and Brock, we have something special or a shit ton of things to possibly edit. Not edit. Editing is what I'm doing right now. But, however, hopefully we have some new armor that we can possibly buy. This whole thing of Ragnarok that Freya is basically Freya in this conversation between her and Kratos is about the prophecy of Odin and what Loki, aka Atreus, has been showing us. However, there has been somewhat of a change because Odin been lying, going around saying Ragnarok is coming. This is how it's going to happen. This is how it's going to end. But all those outcomes are absolutely false. And as we discover more and more and more, we're finding out what he said is absolutely bullshit. So what will happen is, so far from my understanding, is that Asgard will disappear. Unfortunately, it will just get off the damn realm of time, which I believe isn't really possible because I feel like some way, somehow, some type of magic is there, or some type of stone that can always bring you back to another position or another realm. Once that happens, he will die. Everybody that says they will be running under his little authority, such as Atreus and everybody else, that possibly could be the outcome, or the other outcome is Kratos die and Atreus is working for Odin, but I don't see that happening in the million, trillion, gazillion years of this situation. So I don't know. What you guys think? What would you prefer to happen? What would you prefer not to happen?
What?
And whatnot. And right here, I guess Kratos got a little bit triggered, man. He got a little bit upset, but he still need to slow it down, play his part, and remember his whole positioning here. He's trying to get her forgiveness. However, he didn't like the command of, yeah, you're a killer, or you're a soldier, or basically you will abide by my rules and things of that nature. He don't want to be a Spartan, if I shall say. He don't want to be a Spartan 300. If we can recall from those guys are just slaughterhouses. You say, hey, I need you to slice his neck off, hand me his trachealis or brachialysis or something like that down in his lungs, and rip it up through his throat and take his tongue with it and just leave an eyeball on top. He'll be that type of vicious type of killer, you know. He'll do things of that nature.
Hold on. Something's not right. Opinbera. World tree roots bound in Odin's damn knots. That's how he did it. Come on!
All right, holy shit. So this creature is absolutely under the whiff of Odin, and can Odin summon these types of creatures, which I've never seen? These kind of look like a type of demon soul type of situation that's kind of in another portal. He has some shit up his sleeve that we need to prepare for. And if you notice the roots that Freya was trying to free and peck at, where her little ass peaked, like, I don't even know, is she an owl? I don't even know what type of bird she is, but she need to get on that Eagles type of flow, because we about to win the fucking Super Bowl too, this Sunday. So you guys need to tune in for that. That's just a complete sidebar. However, those roots looked like they was made out of Cheerios. They was absolutely colorful. I don't know why within this magic is some colorful magic. It's like beyond primary colors. It's like colors of their own. And as we fighting this dragon, we slicing his head off. I was playing him from a distance at first. Then I recognized, man, yeah, we gotta get up in this dunno. We trying to rip his fucking nostrils through his damn teeth and take his fangs and then shove it up his own ass. But this thing is a beast. We finally got it out, and it's like, man, am I doing any damage? Am I doing anything right? Or what am I doing wrong? I don't know. I try to hit him with this fucking rune attack and his baby blade spinning. That's hella on fire, but man, he keep A-Town and stumping with this fucking purple shit. Look like Barney blood is all over the place. And we're dodging. We're playing fucking dodgeball out here. They're not too really different. But then new chimichangas, oh my goodness. He probably bit us a couple times, but we were able to withstand it. We knock him against his head, trying to give him a concussion, but I don't really think that's working either. He got this damn lobster tail that we got a double block for shield. If we don't do it in time, it's our ass, bone, cheeks, liver, gut, every little element of whatever you want to think of. Did you ever take an anatomy? Yeah, that shit was kind of pretty hard. But right here, this fucking head of his is pretty hard too, because god damn. I mean, how many slices and dices can you just be okay before you suffer amnesia and you forget who you work for and what you're doing? And I'm going to change the option to press it in circle because we might break the controller. Oh shit, somebody's the fucking free form now. Somebody in a free, look at this. Oh my goodness. Her sword, what is her sword made out of? Because that sword slashed through my damn shield. I need that shield, I need that to be formulated with my axe. Because look at my throwing axe. It does 0 damage. My man has a fucking gladiator razor, and then all of a sudden he looked like Godzilla with his tail out, and then he giving me scorpion vibes with Sub-Zero with a little twist of Freezer. Like, I mean, they're the same 2 people, but they don't have the same 2 builds. Shout out to my Mortal Kombat people. And all of a sudden he can open up his damn gastric Nemus fucking tunnel and suck up every little fucking thing that's in here. Oh my goodness. When I was fighting him, I was so worried that I was going to run out of time. Time was not on my hands here. Like, listen, I had to go to work and leave out at a certain time. I had to kill him before the clip ended at a certain time. And at this, I'm keeping my GPS up. So I'm willing to keep this fucking game going, but I'm really trying to kick his ass here. But my man is playing so tactical, and Freya is giving me directions to do some things, and I don't think I was listening until the very last moment. And I'm like, oh, I gotta get my blades out and ignite it. I don't really like this option too much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wish no matter what, if I, press square with Freya arrows, regardless of the pickaxe, regardless of the blades, regardless of what it is, I wish I can just throw it down there. And as you can see, I'm making several attempts. And what's going on in my brain? I don't know. Sometimes it's a fog there. It depends on the condensation and the weather up there, what's all going on with themselves. But as far as his brain, as far as this fucking dragon brain, I don't know what's up with him, because he got a head like Juggernaut. He finally did that, lit the tree on fire, had to give him a touch of that fucking 350 degrees in the oven. And he's taking it pretty well. He's eating it like it's nothing. I mean, he's just like, yeah. He's looking like a bobblehead as I'm slashing his forehead off. And then that, I started wondering, it finally hit me later down the line, that I should have been throwing my pickaxe or something right inside his fucking gastric Nemus. We should have been upsetting him. We should have been ruin attacking laxative down his fucking stomach. But instead, we just sitting here in the fucking loop-de-loops, playing laser tag with him, and watching him climb up on mountains, not mountains necessarily, but these trees. These trees are high as hell. You might as well call them mountains. I mean, goodness, you gonna climb that? You gonna run up that? It's not gonna happen while this dragon is in front of you. I'm talking real life. You're not gonna do that. You barely climb up there when there's a fucking tarantula, or when you see goddamn fucking stank bugs. Come on now. But listen, this was one of the longest battles that I had, and this makes me think twice again that I need to actually take my time and talk to Sindri and Brock and see what type of things they have to offer for me to upgrade my strength and other attributes. I need to take full advantage of that, and this fight has taught me that, because this fight was lasting, I don't know how long. I feel like it was maybe it was 15 minutes, but for some reason at this time, at the very moment, it felt like I was slicing this dragon for at least 20 plus minutes. Like, it was just getting ridiculous. And did I even do it? No, I didn't throw it down there, ladies and gentlemen. What's wrong with your boy Captain? What's wrong with your boy Captain? I don't know. I don't know what's up with him. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, look, I appreciate you guys if you still rocking out for this video. This video is over an hour. We are now at the daggone 49-minute mark. Shout out to you, mad love. I appreciate you guys to the fullest. And if you're new to this channel, please check out some more of my other videos. I'll be uploading more content more frequently. I'm not breaking off the rust. I'm just trying to get used to the waters here and just try to get used to the flow of things. It's everything, I got a yin yang tattooed on my bicep and the inner bicep. Everything is a balance, You can't have evil without good. You can't have up without down. You can't have left without right. Everything is a balance. So I'm just trying to find that balance between reality and doing what I love to do the most, which is play video games. Finally, slashing this one. I mean, after that, I thought he was defeated. I thought that was the end. And then I'm like, wait a minute, he's going to evolve into something else, and his life is going to recharge. And we're going to have to do this all over again. At the very last second, I tried to throw that down in his gastric greens. Didn't work. And he just freaking threw up on me. Man, he's just throwing up on me like he has a bad stomach virus. And then finally, we finally connected with that hit. We finally processed what we should have been doing. Maybe that's where we were wrong, ladies and gentlemen. If you fighting this guy or this dragon,
it's going back in.
We will not let it.
I have to break his hold on me, and you are in the way.
just slice his head off. Just slice his head off. Listen, we got part 2 of The Reckoning coming out. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe and look out for more, man. Captain, love you guys.